just a good old boy.
Well, we're baling hay today. Round baling. I baled yesterday, but I didn't get to film any of it. Baled 262 yesterday. There should be another, I don't know, 140, 50 here. Dad's helping me bale in this field too, so you're going to get a rare occasion of seeing both balers in the same field running. He's running the Claas and the 4710. I'm running the Massey Ferguson RB4160V and the 5445 Massey Ferguson tractor. I am using the crop cutter today. I tried it yesterday, messing around with it, and I run all 17 knives for a little bit. Didn't use it long. It was a little bit of a load. I tried 8 knives. Didn't really notice a whole lot of difference in pulling the tractor down. Right now I'm currently trying 9 knives for the first time. I'm baling with 9 knives right now. This hay, slicing it. I want to see, this is pretty decent hay. I want to cut it and see if there's any difference in eating the hay as far as the cows. If there's really an advantage to cutting it versus not. I can't believe this tractor's pulling this thing with the knives. I've watched other people bale with these with balers with knives in them and with a lot larger tractors than this one, and they will not pull it. This one's pulling it. It's a load, but it is pulling it. I can really tell it when I'm up against these wood lines where the hay's greener. This hay's a little bit green. It's high moisture, more than I would normally want it to be. But it is what it is. It's going to rain tomorrow. I had intentions to square baling this and using preservative on it, but the moisture's still too high and it's going to be raining tomorrow, so I don't really have an option. We're just going to roll it, use it for cow hay, make some good cow chow. I may sell it, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm slicing it anyway just to see how she'll do. I gotta get to work. Oh man, I gotta back up here and turn around. I'm right up on a hill. If I dump here, this bale of hay will end up in the creek. And we don't want that. It's the last thing I want. But I am cutting. And I didn't think this was something I could do, honestly. Especially with this tractor. Now this baler, I have found out since I've done some research on this thing, is different than a lot of balers. As far as the knife box and how it works, I can control everything from right here at the screen. I can make all my knife selections. If I want to run 8 knives, I can change it right here. If I want to run 9 knives, I can change it here. If I want to run 17 knives, I can change it right here without ever leaving the cab. Or I can run no knives without leaving the cab. Everything's done off the monitor and off the hydraulics. It only has 3 hydraulic lines that goes to the tractor. That's another unique thing to this baler. Most of the other balers that run knife trays and all that have multiple different lines. You have to have multiple different spool valves to make it work. This one does not, and it has a solenoid bank. Whew. It has a solenoid bank that controls everything electronically from this monitor, and I can switch solenoids from the monitor to control each function, whether it's the drop floor or it's the knife selection or pickup head up and down, whatever it is. It all runs off that same valve, because my tractor only has 2 valves. And I really like that. Another thing that's I didn't think I was gonna like is what I just did. If you can see it, I don't know if y'all can see it. I got it in wide view, so you should be able to. This tractor runs out of float. I didn't think I was gonna like that, but it's nice because I can sit here. Wait a minute. Oh, I got the wrong thing selected. I had my knife selected instead of my pickup head. I need to pick it up just a hair. This thing, you can, hold on, man. Let me get out of this hay. What I was getting back to is I can shove that thing up and float and the tailgate will drop and it automatically latches itself. I don't have to do anything else because of the way this thing's designed and the tailgate, the way it functions, you run this baler and float. So it's really nice because I can pull it one way and open it, and then when it's done, just push it up and float, forget about it. So I don't have to sit here and keep holding it until it closes and worry about it till it's closed. It does it all on its own. It's very easy and takes a little bit of stress off of me. There is a couple things with the pickup head I'd like to see them address, and I'll show that in a review video eventually when I do it on this thing. I'm probably going to do one when we get completely done baling hay this year. I'm going to do a review of this baler and what I'll think about it. But there is a few little things about that pickup head that I would recommend them to change just a little bit to help in a couple of areas. Nothing to deter me from buying this baler. It's just little minor things that I think that they could tweak just a little bit to improve. But I think that this baler is the best baler on the market. I mean, the McHale is a copy off of this baler. The Kuhn baler and all the others other than Claas are copies of this one or the Claas. And they have been for years. And what y'all are watching right here is both of these balers in the field. These two right here is the two designed balers that all the other balers for the past at least 10 years have copied everything off of to build their balers. These two baler designs is what changed the round baling industry. The Claas design and the Welger design was the two original modernized balers. And that is what all the new balers being built today is based, all of their stuff off of is this baler and that one. So it's pretty cool watching them both in the field working together. I know this one's badged as a Massey Ferguson. Lily bought Welger out years ago, and now Massey Ferguson or AGCO has purchased Lily's Hay and Forge division, which acquired the Welger designed round balers. And I think that I know I've got the two #1 balers in the industry brands right now. A lot of people will argue that, but all the others are still copying them. So what does that tell you? I mean, there's no industry change. These are the two best. Now, given that is not a 460 variant, it's not the updated version of the Claas. This is the updated version of the Lily Welger design. Now that AGCO owns it and Massey Ferguson, they've even made a few little tweaks to it. And what you see is, to me, is the two top balers in the last 10 to 15 years in the round rolling industry. And it's pretty cool sitting here watching Dad roll with that one and me roll with this one, and just watching them side by side, and we're just eating some hay. We're not really running that fast. He's running probably 5.5 miles an hour. I'm running 6 miles an hour. We can't really run faster than that together, unless my grandpa has a big head start, which he didn't today. Because there's only one rake running. Honestly, one of these round balers will keep up with one rake all day long. and keep somebody busy running a rake. Put two of them in the field and the raker's not too happy. But this is the first time we've had both of these balers in the field together. So it's pretty cool. It's nice to have two balers that can eat hay and not have to worry about the capability and performance wise of them. And because that was the thing with the Vermeer, which is basically an 8 series John Deere, same thing as well, actually that one would be the same. The one I have is the same as the 7 series. The later M's after mine would have been the same as the 8 series, and then the 9. These balers here will run rings around those older style balers and just keep on going. But there's a lot of good balers on the market right now. The Coon's a decent baler. The Vermeer Pro line or R series is good balers. Let's see, McHale's an okay baler, good baler. It's just a copy of this one. The people that built it used to work for Lilly or Welger one. I can't remember which one it is, where they started out from or split off from and built that baler. It was basically a copycat of this one, other than the net box and a few other features. And that's honestly, that's this baler here's biggest competitor right now is McHale. They're both the two best right now, I guess you could say, in the industry. Claas to me is still second, and right there you could even really consider it to be one of the best. But I just don't like the new net system they have. They need a revised net system that's more like what these have, to me, than the current system they run, which McHale actually uses a system that's similar to the Claas, and I don't like it. I do not like the trough design net systems. It's too hard to get the net rolls to start. It gives feed troubles. It's just a pain. I used to think that was the way to go because it was easy, but you know, sometimes the easiest way ain't always the best way as far as functionality and working. This one has a suspended net system, which I may have already posted a video of me loading net in it to show y'all. It's really easy, and it starts. That's the biggest thing. It starts without any trouble. It ties. I don't have no trouble tying bales, and that's the good part about it. Other than that, the Claas is I mean, you can't. It's as good as any other baler on the market. I mean, that thing will eat hay. It bales a beautiful roll of hay. It ties fast. I mean, they're a good baler too. There's nothing to knock there. Krone has a decent belt baler out now as well. I did not like the chamber balers. I would want a belt baler. I've had chamber balers. Don't want another chamber baler, slap bar baler. I don't care how it's designed. I bale dry hay, and those balers are built for wet hay. And I've had a Krone chamber baler, and I don't want another. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not for what I bale in dry hay. It's just not for me. I like a variable belt baler for dry hay. I think a fixed chamber baler or a chamber bar baler is what you should use in silage. Even though this is a silage baler, so is that one. I think the way to bale silage, if you ask me, is a fixed chamber baler with rollers instead of belts. It's just it's hard on all the components to bale hay with a belt baler, or wet hay with a belt baler. A belt baler do a lot better job forming a bale of hay, but at the same time, at the same time, it's very hard on the mechanically in the parts, and they've gotten so good now with these newer fixed chamber balers and the way they're designed to actually imitate a belt or a variable baler. They work pretty good now, and that's just my opinion. Massey builds a fixed chamber version of this baler. They also, Claas builds fixed chamber balers. They have for years. I just think that those are the best way if you're doing silage, mostly silage, to go. Dry hay, belt balers. There's not a baler out there that does a better job forming a bale and getting it dense than with belts. So anyway, let y'all go. Thank y'all for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. If you happen to be interested in any of the equipment that you've seen in today's video, you can find it at Kane Equipment, your hay equipment specialist. Their phone number is 770-983-3608. They are located in Claremont, Georgia. You'll not find a better deal on hay equipment anywhere. Oh man, okay, he's gonna love that one. He's my buddy. They're really good people, y'all. If y'all are interested in any of this equipment, go check them out. At least price them. I don't think you'll find a better price on any of this stuff that I have anyway, anywhere else. I've heard people message me that watches on YouTube, went and seen them from all the way across the country in different places, and they're buying equipment and hauling it all the way back home because they can buy it so much cheaper from Kane's than they can where they live. So give them a call, give them a buzz if you're interested in any equipment. They carry about everything, so it's really hard to say, well, if you're interested in this. I mean, he's got about every brand there is as far as hay equipment goes. They had a guy, or have a guy who works there too. His name's Ed. He's been dealing with some cancer lately. If y'all would send a prayer up for him. Hopefully he's gonna turn around and do good on and get back to work. I miss him. He's my buddy over there. Don't get me wrong, I like Charles and Rebecca, but oh Ed, I miss hearing him. He was always a card to talk to. Ed, if you're watching this, I hope you get feeling better, buddy. And we're thinking about you and praying for you. Thank y'all for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. There it goes. Still going. Thing is amazing. What's this one here? I love it. It is amazing too. I really love this net system. I love it. I like them both. You can't go wrong with either one of them, but this one here, really like it.